From the football field to now running his own business.
Yeah, Sam Barrington is here on Rooted in Progress, sharing his personal playbook. Good afternoon. Good buenos dias. Shout out to Daniel.
We got Daniel, our camera guy in here. You want to start
what
speaking Spanish?
What else you say in the morning? ¿Cómo estás? Yes. Welcome, bienvenidos to.
Guys, I don't know where we're going with this. Yeah, we are. Good morning.
Come on into the Rooted in Progress Stream Center. I don't know how to say that in Spanish, y'all. It's your favorite host of Rooted, Deanne King for Terrence Middlebrooks. How you doing, friend?
Man, fantastic. It's an amazing day. Just glad to be back, be here in the studios with you, Deanne.
Yes.
You know. How are you? How are you?
I'm good. It's been a week.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, we are literally in the throes of planning our Black History Month special, and we haven't released a single thing about what we're doing. We're so excited. Terrence has done zero work.
As usual. That's me though.
No, I'm kidding.
Less is best, right?
So yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy to be here, especially with this episode. This is a dear friend of mine. This is someone who I've known for years. I've actually learned a lot that I didn't know about him.
On the eves of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, we
well,
have,
not the eve.
Well,
we still have a few more days.
It's a few more days.
We do.
The week of.
As we approach the Super Bowl, we were thinking, we were like, okay, who do we want to get in here? Whose story do we want to share? And while he may not have gotten a ring, he did so many great things. He's from the area, kind of, sort of. Went to USF and then had an incredible NFL career. Y'all show some love to none other than Mr. Sam Barrington. We are so happy to have you in the Rooted Strength Center. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
You good?
Yes, ma'am.
You feeling great?
I'm feeling great.
This Black History Month?
Yes, I feel empowered. I feel aligned. I feel motivated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely happy to, share some words with y'all today. And I mean, this is a great platform. You guys do a great job. And so I appreciate you guys having me.
Is there still excitement like this week leading up to the Super Bowl, just even as a former player, or even just if you were a player that didn't make the Super Bowl, was there still some sort of excitement of just, the Super Bowl week?
While I was in the league?
Yeah, while you were in the league?
Yeah, I mean, for a multitude of reasons, right? But, the activations that happen during the Super Bowl week, if you're a player who's getting any starting time, if you are, someone who has some type of prominence in your market, right?
Yeah.
If you got some fans, some way, somehow, unless you're dealing with an injury, you find yourself out at the Super Bowl host city the week of. I mean, just a ton of activations, gift and suites, and events, right? Whether it's the NFL, NFLPA, maybe your agency is having some type of activations or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So I'd imagine that most guys found themselves out at the host city, finding a way to enjoy the week. And, maybe you got some buddies that play for the other team. You want to go out and support them. But it was just always a great time. I think all during my 5 years in the NFL, I think I went pretty much to the NFL host city every week. Whether had events, hosted events, or whatever the case may be. It was always great.
But now, what about now? I know you're removed a bit from the NFL, but is it still exciting, or are you like, man, I got work, I got a family, I'm not really worried about the Super Bowl?
Well, it's exciting. I mean, a few years ago, right, when the Super Bowl was here in Tampa, I took advantage of that, right? And then when it was down in Miami, it's another close city, I took advantage of that. But am I going to travel to California to be a part of that? Not necessarily, I'm a dad now, and then, got, business, more endeavors and things like that I just can't rationalize going out there, and I'm going to support those guys from the couch. Now, if my boy Devontae Adams, right, if he had an opportunity to go play, I was going to try to find myself at the Super Bowl. But this time I'll just watch it from afar. One of my buddies, BJ Daniels, has an event I'm going to go and support him on.
What BJ doing?
Well, I don't want to tell you, and then you get mad at him. But
because he didn't tell me.
You see how that works. So I'm gonna talk to BJ and just say, hey, by the way, if you don't want,
I spilled the beans.
Yeah, I spilled the beans. Yeah. So I don't want to get on Deanne's bad list. So you need to call her and let her know what's going on.
Oh my goodness, that's good. Let's start all the way back. Tell us where you're from,
Sure.
what got you into football, what made you go to USF, all the fun things.
Yeah, so I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida. I was born in Orlando, but grew up in Jacksonville, Florida. Went to Terry Parker High School in Jacksonville.
I've never heard of that. Terry Parker?
Yeah, Terry Parker High School.
How far is that from Reebok?
It's on the other side of town. You know, you got Rains, Reebok, Bowles, Jackson. Those are the more popular schools in Jacksonville, but Terry Parker is a very storied school. My senior year, we had one of the most games that we had won in a while. We didn't get an opportunity to make it to the playoffs, but, you know, fortunately, 40-something odd scholarships, I knew I would have an opportunity to continue my, you know, football career.
You say 40-something?
It was 47.
Man, all right.
Offers.
Yeah.
That's
Out of high
amazing,
school.
man.
Out of high school, yeah.
Wow.
I played both ways. I was a running back and I was also a linebacker. And I had a few teams that was like, hey Sam, if you want to come here and play running back, we give you an opportunity to. But
Your big self?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was a little bit skinnier, and I could run, but
you don't have to explain yourself. Sam.
Yeah. And my high school coach, he was like, Sam, if you want to play in the NFL, you need to go play linebacker. So he saw something that those other coaches didn't see. They probably was going to, convert me to a linebacker anyway. So I played. So I accepted my scholarship to USF, and I gave them a silent right in December of 2008 after taking a visit here, spending some time with Coach Levitt. I was in the same class with Jason Pierre-Paul, Jaquan Williams, Kayvon Webster, Lindsey Lamar. And so I knew we had a good recruiting class. USF was 2 years removed from going number 2 in the country.
Yeah.
Had guys like George Selby, Matt Grothy. We were playing in the Big East, so I saw it as a great opportunity. And I always wanted to go somewhere where I could leave an impact, as opposed to maybe I went to UM or Florida State, and I was going to be a big fish in a bigger pond, right?
Right.
And so USF just kind of gave me that opportunity, and Coach Levitt said, "Hey, I'm gonna play you as soon as you get here," and he wasn't lying.
Now, coming out of high school,
Yeah.
which position would you you have preferred, linebacker or running back?
Linebacker, but I always knew that I would look back when I finished playing and say, "Man, I wonder what would have happened if I played running back."
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But I mean, I wasn't as polished, and amateur sports have changed. Maybe if I had came to USF taking a red shirt and just found some people to spend some time with me and train me, I could have been a heck of a running back.
Yeah.
So
Was football always the goal? Was that something like when you were in high school, like you knew it was going to be college, it was going to be NFL? Like, was that always the goal?
Yeah. So I started playing football when I was 6 years old, and me and my brother Kwame, we were. Everybody, the Barrington boys, you know what I mean? And that's what they would call us. And so, he was my right hand. He still is to this day. But we started playing football at the age of 5 and 6. And we played pretty much every year, up until I played every year until I turned 27. And so, sure, that was my life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
However, I knew there was, I had to get myself together after football as well. I was also a young father. I had a daughter. I got to USF June 24th. She was born July 4th.
Oh, wow.
So you couple that with
Yeah.
football, and then next thing you know, when I was a young guy, I started to recognize that I had leadership capabilities. And so you maintain that. You're playing with guys from Pop Warner, middle school, high school. And so it just became a thing. But I think the first time where I was certain, and I'm choosing my words carefully, but I was certain that I was going to play college football was in 9th grade.
Really?
And I was starting with the varsity team. And so I said, listen,
Yeah.
if I keep this going, then I got a shot.
That's
So,
great.
Good
Now,
for
real
you.
quick, when you talked about having a daughter in college your freshman year, was that
Yeah.
kind of motivation to make sure
Yeah.
I even make it to the next level, finish college, and then make it to the next level? Was that your motivation to continue to work hard?
Yeah, but now I'm 35 years old, and so I'm starting to, I spend more time talking to people, right, that I grew up with, whether it be teachers, other community leaders, and then next thing you know, they're saying, Sam, we saw certain qualities in you when you were a young guy. So I think my daughter, I think it heightened, right, the drive and the motivation that I already had, but I think it was already instilled,
Right.
and I'd attribute that to my parents. Both of them have, amazing stories. My dad came to America as a young immigrant, and eventually got citizenship and has done well in business. And then my mom, she was a teenage parent, and she found her way through, raised 8 beautiful children, and still is just just has all of her joy, has all of her marvels, and she's just a great woman. So my parents were really my motivation beyond anything.
Yeah.
Wow. So take me through. So you get 47 offers coming out of high school, and you pick the great University of South Florida. What are some of the best memories and some of the best moments that come out of USF?
I mean, just getting here as a freshman and being around, some of my, guys that I came in my freshman year with, Kayvon Webster, Lindsey Lamar. BJ,
and he coached.
Yeah.
Wasn't he coaching at USF?
Yes. Lindsey Lamar is now the running back coach at Pittsburgh.
Wow.
And he'll definitely be a head coach one day. He was the offensive coordinator at Howard along with Larry Scott, who's also a USF alum and who's now the tight end coach over at Auburn University. But just remembering,
You're naming some heavy hitters,
right?
That you kind of grew up with there at USF.
Yeah. I mean, so these are guys. So when I got here, right, Keon Wilson, he was a senior linebacker, and he took me under his wing, getting there and to meet George Selvey for the first time and learning about some of the things that he'd done at the University of South Florida. But I can name guy after guy who I got the opportunity to spend time with in the locker room over at USF. So the off-the-field experience coming in at your freshman year, partying with those guys, building relationships with those guys, relationships that still stick around to this day. And then, my freshman year, we go and beat Florida State. BJ Daniels' first start. Yeah. He pretty much cemented himself as a, college football legend in that game.
Right.
But beating Florida State, a school who I had an offer from that I decided not to go to.
That was everything.
Yeah. And then the following year, we go and we beat the University of Miami. That was a special experience.
So y'all ran through the state of Florida then.
Yeah. And then my junior year, and then Clemson was a school that I also was considering going to, and we beat Clemson.
Wow.
My junior year, we beat Notre Dame, a school
was that Dabo Swinney's first couple years there?
Yeah, so
they started out being a powerhouse.
Yeah, Dabo Swinney. So they were recruiting me, and they thought they had a shot at me to bring me in before USF did. But I just eventually told him, like, hey, I wasn't interested. I saw that they were kind of telling me and another linebacker the same thing. But that was Dabo Swinney's, I think, second year.
Okay.
And so we went over and beat Clemson in the Meineke Car Care Bowl my sophomore year. And then my junior year, we go and we beat Notre Dame.
Wow.
We get an opportunity to represent for the late Leroy Selman, right? And then my senior year, getting an opportunity to play with those guys and get drafted and things like that. It was just a beautiful experience. But all those games, right, because that's what we came here to do, and pretty much wanted to be a better football team my last 2 seasons, but we had some games that we can go back and say, you know what, we made a mark on college football at that time.
Wow.
Well, speaking of the draft, man, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we want to talk more about your draft and your NFL career.
Sure.
Welcome back to Rooted in Progress. We got the Mr. Sam Barrington in the house today. We've been talking about his career at USF, which sounds like not only was it could have maybe had some wild nights.
Yeah.
Let's be for real.
They
Come
weren't
on,
too
Rooted
wild. I'm here. I made it.
Where are we going with this conversation?
Some really successful games and times at USF. Because I mean, it's USF. Great people come from USF. Just no pun intended.
You included, yeah.
But we were just talking about you getting drafted. What was that process like? And at what point did you realize I'm getting drafted into the NFL?
Yeah. Well, I knew I had a shot my senior year. And I had the mindset after my junior year that I'm going to prepare going into my junior year as if when I finish my junior year, I can go into the draft. So the mindset was already there. You get what I mean? And you start to look at, your measurables. You start to look at your stats. You start to see yourself, pop up on draft forms and things like that. So I knew I had a shot. It was just about going and putting your best foot forward. And for me, all I cared about was a shot. I really didn't marry myself into any, man, I want to go first, second, third round. I was like, if I get in somebody's locker room, I know I'm going to have an opportunity. And so I had gotten a call from the Dallas Cowboys in round 4, and they were like, if so-and-so gets picked, we're going to take you with our next pick. so-and-so got picked, the next pick came and they didn't pick me. So I was, I felt that was a little gut-wrenching, right? Because obviously getting drafted in the 4th round compared to the 7th round, that means this team is probably going to have a little bit of more of a defined role for you. You get paid more money. And so next thing you know, round 5 goes by, nobody calls, 6 goes by, 7 goes by. But all I care about is an opportunity. And then the Green Bay Packers, well, actually Coach Levitt, who was with the 49ers at the time, he called me and he was he was like, if you go, if you become a free agent and you got to decide who you want to sign with, you better come to the 49ers. I said, Coach,
I would have told you the same thing, man.
We'll say, hey, we'll see what happens. But the Packers called me and they drafted me, and they had 11 picks that year, and I was their last pick.
Wow.
And so that was good enough for me. And at that point, it was just time to actually get in the locker room, get into rookie minicamp and things like that. But I showed up with the understanding that I had to go and earn a roster spot.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Because when you're a 7th round pick, it's not guaranteed that that team continues to keep you on the roster.
Wow.
So,
what fueled your fire to keep going? Because, you started your career there at Green Bay, and you pretty much was prolonged with injuries that first year. So, I mean, what continued to fuel your fire, man?
I think that's a very important question, but it also made me think that you have I realized who I was as a young person. And so the whole idea about fueling the fire, I just don't think that's my formula.
Okay.
Like I wake up and my mind is already made that I'm on my way somewhere. I got something to do. Right? You have some people who need like external forces to motivate them. But I think at a young age, probably 5th or 6th grade, I just decided who I was. And so it's never been a thought, right? Sometimes I'll talk to people about my schedule or what it is that I'm doing. They're like, man, how you don't get burned out? And I'm like, my capacity, right? My cognitive ability, maybe it's just more higher than some other people. I've just made a decision who I am. And so every day when I wake up, when I think about what my purpose is as a man, everything that I do that day has to contribute to my purpose.
Right.
That doesn't mean that I have to work 365 days, because in order for you to achieve your purpose, you have to have a rested mind. You have to, you have to feel rejuvenated. And so you got to recognize that there's going to be times of strain, and then there's times of rest and recovery. So even if I wake up and decide that, hey, I'm not doing anything today, which is rare, or even if I wake up and decide that, that's contributory to my purpose. So I can't necessarily say, other than my parents, my child at the time, not letting my teammates down, wearing USF on my back. I'm sure those things were important, but I think I've just made that decision that every day of my life is going to be contributory to my purpose and executing on my purpose as a man.
When you think back to your NFL career, is there a moment, kind of like similar to USF, is there one moment, when did you face any adversity? I do want to know that.
Yeah.
But was there ever a point in your career that really stood out to you that either was something that helped you personally, or maybe it was a professional accomplishment that you wanted to accomplish? What really stands out when you think back to Sam Barrington, the NFL player?
I mean, easily it's a couple dozen moments, right, where they're just cemented in my mind. But I'll give you an on-the-field moment and an off-the-field moment. I think, my first official start, it was against the New England Patriots, and it was a Monday night game, and I had been getting playing time, but this was the first game that they named me as a starter. And so I knew my teammates supported me. I knew my teammates believed in me, but I said, we're playing Tom Brady, what I mean? And this is a primetime game. It's the only game on in America, so I got to show up and show out. And so I did that, and then I was the defensive player of the game that week. And so that was one of those moments where I was like, all right, you got a shot. Because I didn't feel like I played my best game, but I was a force. And at that point, I was the middle linebacker for the Green Bay Packers, right? And so we built this new identity based upon me being that middle linebacker at that time. And then we went on, and I'll talk about this game probably a little bit later, but we made it to the playoffs. And after that game, we didn't win that game, but after that game, I'm walking to the locker room. Marshawn Lynch sprints over across the field and comes up to me and just asks me to shake his hand because I was one of the best players he had played that season.
Wow.
So 2 on-the-field moments that were really defining for me. When I talk about off-the-field moments, I suffered an injury in year 3. And it was a 18-month injury. And, you know, I was like, all right, I just had this crazy, good year. Yeah. Now I got this injury. The entire defense is deflated. They were expecting me to come and be the guy. What are we going to do, right? And so I probably sat in my basement drinking things that I didn't need to drink, the whole bottle of tequila, and just I got to the bottom of it. I was like, all right, that's enough feeling sorry for yourself. Now you got to get up and figure out how you're going to – you got one foot, but you still got everything else. Yeah. And so when you see all the community impact things that I done, it happened while I was hurt because I had to figure out how to contribute to my community and to my organization despite my injury. I can't play, but I can be impactful in the community. And so a few months later, I was nominated as Walter Payton Man of the Year because I think my teammates had an opportunity to see, well, Sam, he's not, he's hurt, he's not playing, but I still see him here every day. He's still in every meeting, and then he's there in the community as well.
Wow. That's huge.
Thank you.
And that is definitely, that's overcoming obstacles for sure. We're going to talk more about what's on your shirt, what life has been like for you after the league when we come back. Welcome back to Rooted in Progress. We are still here with Sam Barrington. Such a phenomenal story, who I say is my friend, but I'm truly learning more during this episode, which I love. And so you had a phenomenal 5-year NFL career. Before we get to life after the league, I know you want to get there, Terrence, but you need to tell people how close you got to the Super Bowl. Share that story with us quickly and let us know, like, because you was right there, friend. You was right there.
To add to that question, how close or how much do you hold BJ Daniels accountable before?
Oh, yeah. Well, so
there's still tension there, but tell the story first.
I'm not gonna lie. So as soon as I landed in Seattle, it was the Packers playing the Seattle Seahawks in the NFC Championship. As soon as I landed in Seattle, hey, bro, come pick me up. I'm here. Show me Seattle. So he comes and pick me up. We have a great time. And but I get to Sunday, I see BJ on game day. I see him dapping up all these guys I'm about to play against, giving them hugs. I'm like, yeah, I don't like him right now. I don't like, that's my boy, but he is my enemy right now. You know what I mean? He was playing for the Seattle Seahawks, backup quarterback to Russell Wilson at the time. And so we get in the game, and we had lost to Seattle earlier in the year. However, I wasn't in the starting lineup.
Okay.
So
that
we
was the
came.
difference.
Yeah. So we came there, and we're like, we got a new identity. And so I had a little news clip earlier that week. They kept showing on ESPN. And they're like, Sam, you know, the Seahawks there were very successful against you guys on offense early in this year. And I looked at camera. I was like, we're not gonna talk in the media. We're not gonna talk about what we're gonna do to them, but we're gonna see them on Sunday with a different team. And so they kept playing that clip. And so, sure enough, we're playing, and we are absolutely whooping the Seahawks for 3 straight quarters. The only person who was having any success on the ground was Marshawn Lynch, but they kept giving them the ball. Yep. So you're gonna get 3, 4, 5 yards, but for the majority of the game, we were whooping their butt. The problem is offense. They're just getting 3 points here, 3 points here. They're not knocking it out of the park like they usually do. So we get to fourth quarter, and there's only 6 minutes left. And we pick Russell Wilson off. The score is 16-3. Everybody's on the sideline. We hugging each other. We're like, man, we going to the Super Bowl.
We going.
Yeah.
We sacked him, I think, 7 times. We intercepted him 5 times. We like, oh, it's over. It's Seattle is quiet. The 12th man is no longer there. Next thing you know, Seattle goes in and they score a touchdown. Okay, so now the score is 10-16.
Yeah.
Okay, they kick an onside kick. Now, we practice this in practice every day. So the front line, they got one job. You go block, and then there's one designated guy who's supposed to sit there and catch the ball. It's the hands guy. And guess who that guy is? Jordy Nelson. The best, arguably the best receiver in the league at the time.
Yep.
Yes,
okay.
Sure.
However, one of the guys, I'm not going to say his name, he decides to jump up and try to catch the ball instead. The ball hits him on his helmet.
No.
Bounces back to Seattle, and they catch the ball. And then they go in and they score a touchdown in overtime, and we lose the game.
I remember that game, man. Yeah. Yes, I do remember that game. So, wow.
Heartbreaking.
It's okay. We're here today.
Heartbreaking.
Wow. So that's how close you were to the Super Bowl. But today, bump that. It's in the past. You learned from it. You grew from it. And now you're this entrepreneur. if I could list everything that you do now in your life, like you said, we would be here for forever, right? You're on the board with USF. You're helping build the new football stadium coming to USF with your company, Sky Limit Crane and Rigging. How did you get into this, and what do you all do, not only for the state, the country, but internationally?
Yeah, so my family's been involved in this. This is, next year will be 30 years that my family has been in the heavy machinery industry. And so when it was time for me to leave the NFL, you know, I had thoughts about what I could do, but I just didn't see myself working in the industry. However, I had to learn and I had to just understand the industry, because prior to me getting in the industry, I was all football. I had never taken an opportunity to really dive into business because my family's business is located in West Africa, right? And so growing up here in America, I wasn't exposed to it. However, I think I always talk about transferable skill sets, and the game of football taught me how to be relentless, how to persevere, how to be, consistent, persistent, all those things. And I just had to fall in love with something else. Since my family had been in this industry and I wanted to find a way to quickly validate myself, which is not necessarily a good thing outside of football, I quickly jumped into the crane and rigging industry. And so every day you're still learning things. However, we're doing quite well. The football stadium over at USF is a dream come true to be involved in that project. And so we're thankful to be involved. My time over with USF on the board, the foundation board of advisors, that's a beautiful opportunity. I'm getting an opportunity to not only lend my treasury talent and time back to USF, but I'm getting an opportunity to learn the university who helped create Sam Barrington from a different viewpoint. And so it's just been an awesome experience. I think I'm having more fun outside the game of football than I am. You get an opportunity to lead people, company of over 20 employees, and make good money. And so it's just a beautiful time.
That's great,
Good
man.
for you.
That's great.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You are a huge inspiration. I know we're running out of time here, but I think a lot of people look up to you. They can look at your story, they hear your story, and they might not be able to resonate with it, but I'm sure it serves as a source of inspiration.
Sure.
What would be your message for somebody who might be in a place right now, they don't really know where they want to go next?
Sure.
They're hearing your story, they want to be inspired, but they don't know what to do.
Yeah. The most important thing is start somewhere. You get what I mean? You can be unsure, right? It was times, I don't think I got sure about being in this space until probably year 5.
Wow.
Right? Because I really started to see the fruits of my labor, right? However, during that time, I had 4 or 5 other initiatives that I was working on. And so you got to get started somewhere, because you want to start to see that compound interest in whatever it is that you're doing. And you can have an A, B, and C, and you have to distribute your effort into A, B, and C based upon the importance of either.
Yeah.
So for me, it was 70% Sky Limit, it was 20% B, and then 10% C. Right. And I'm still building my capacity with B and C. But you have to get started somewhere. Yeah. You have to spend time around people who are your idea of success in that specific industry. And you can never, never, never stop learning. After I left the NFL, while I was running Sky Limit, while I had my 6-year-old, my daughter who's now 6 on the way, while I was starting a workforce development company, while I'm doing the football commentary at USF, I went back and I got my master's at the Mumma School of Business.
Man, that's great.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. Wow.
And so just, especially when you're young, because once you start to get older, you won't always have the desire and the capacity to do it. So you get started with something, you prioritize multiple endeavors, and you just keep going. Yeah. You just keep going.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you, especially because, you've been playing this game ever since you were a kid. You said 5 years old, and to have a path, a plan for life after football is what a lot of these athletes struggle with. So, great job, man. Kudos to you for sure. So,
Sam, we appreciate you coming.
Yeah,
come on now across I-4, because Sam don't live here, to come and spend some time with us on Rooted in Progress. So we appreciate your time,
of course,
your talent and your treasure.
Absolutely.
Before we go, Seahawks, who they playing?
Patriots.
Or the Patriots?
Quick, I'm
Sam.
not going to root for the Seahawks. I'm going for the Patriots. They ruined my time to get into the Super Bowl, so I'm going to root for the Patriots. And I really like Stephon Diggs. I think I was actually...
I'm rooting for Cardi B.
When he was...
I'm just playing.
We trained at the same facility. So I remember Stephon when he was a 20-year-old coming out of college.
Yeah. Wow.
And I saw him, I was like, man, this kid got the charisma. He got the talent. And so for him to be, I think it's year 10 at this point.
Yeah, it's well-deserved because he's come close so many times with Buffalo, and to finally get here, which is cool.
All right.
I'm kind of rooting for Stephon as well. So
Sam Barrington.
Thank you so much.
Saying the Patriots. Yeah. Thanks for hanging with us. Thank you for joining us on Rooted in Progress. Y'all know we're live every Thursday at 9:30 in the morning. So make sure you download or follow Rooted in Progress. We are on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. And add us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Of course, we're always streaming on the WFLA streaming app as well. Stay rooted.